one night changed everything. Jesus loves you, and he cares. Listen, I don't know what I saw.
Are you looking for informative, powerful, entertaining, and honest discussion? We've got it for you. We are launching 4 powerful shows back to back, hosted by anointed voices. One message that can inform, edify, strengthen to soothe your soul. Enjoy Manna, Our Turn, Gift on Fire. So you thought you knew, beginning on Friday, July 14th, 2026, and every Friday starting at 8 a.m. on HBNTV, the voice of Jesus Christ. You will find faith, purpose, transformation. This is more than entertainment. It's an encounter. Download our apps and join us on July 14th, 2026. Be a part of what God is about to do. For program guide, please log on to hosannabroadcasting.com. Join us at the table.
Jesus, I'm standing right here, thanking you. I'll thank you right now, Jesus, for my blessing. Lord, you bless me. To be a blessing.
Just to be a blessing.
To someone else.
It's the Logan Power Show. Inspirational and motivational. It's the Logan Power Show. Informational to help you grow. Logan Power Show.
And now the host, Calvin Logan.
Hey everybody, welcome to a special edition of the Logan Power Show, where we're making a difference and making an impact of people's lives across the nation and across the globe. Well, I know that you want to talk about how people are taking a leap of faith. Well, this young lady is taking a leap of faith in regards to not getting her first time in film, but in a dynamic film that's going to bring us closer to the Lord like never before, called The Letters of Warren. Well, it's our first time here in the Logan Power Show. Let's bring a warm welcome from Mrs. Q Guilford. How you doing, ma'am?
I'm doing wonderful. And you?
Fantastic. How about yourself?
I'm doing well.
Yes, ma'am. Just get some people to get some understanding of yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself or who you are.
Okay. My name is Nona Guilford. I am a 9-book author. I'm sorry. And it was not my plan. It was God's plan. So faith is one of the things that drives me, motivates me, moves me. I'm a mother of 4 kids and a wife of a husband that I've been with for this year. We'll celebrate 18 years. And I just believe God is up to something and moving accordingly, where it shakes up what we think we want to do or what our plans is for us.
That's amazing. God bless you and your husband, 18 years strong, and you're blessed 4 kids. So since you're an author of over 8+ books, what do you like doing better? Have you like now being an actress, or do you like continue writing?
That's interesting that you asked me that, because neither one of them were my plans. I never thought I would be an author. I felt English 101 in college, and I never thought I had the ability. But one of the things I have learned is that when God has a plan, it usually involves somebody else. And so we think that we're supposed to have all the pieces and the puzzles, and God has hidden pieces and puzzles in other people. So it makes it where we have to lean and trust on him to believe for the bigger picture. So I'm learning to trust the process with authorship. I never thought I would be an author. By the time I hit the third book, I started teaching other people how to write books. And then I started doing master classes. Well, with being an actor, I never thought that would be possible, but I do believe God will give you clues. And one of the things that God did for this film is that when I was talking to the director, he was like, it's going to bring people back to Christ. And God had just confirmed that that's what part of my purpose is.
All right, I'm excited. So, what is your role in this new movie? The letters of warning.
I am the nurse, Natalie. I am the nurse Natalie, and which is intriguing to me. And it's exciting because I've worked in a hospital almost 25 years. And so I have a little hands on with that. So, yeah, I'm Nurse Natalie.
I got it. Nurse Natalie, and you are an author as well, and now an actress. So you have done now three professions. Looking at doing this film, has it brought you closer to Christ than ever before?
Definitely. Because when you're walking into something that you have no idea what it looks like, you really have to depend on God. You really have to lean and trust in the process. Some things we want to pick up and move, and God's like, no, 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 hold on. I'm still working on that. No, 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 no. Like, and so it's a different lane. It's kind of like walking in an abandoned building. You don't know what's going to be around the corner. You don't know what's so in them steps that you're making, you're leaning more on him and you're trusting more in him because it's unfamiliar.
All right, I'm familiar. So since you have never done acting before, but you have been a nurse for 20 plus years, you have been a writer for a good period of time. What was it like actually now you've been writing, you've been on the actual hospital floor, you've done all kind of, seen things that others may be afraid of. What was your faith like now when they say ready, cut, or ready, say action? How was that interaction with you doing this during this film?
It was a it was almost like me being able to watch myself like an outer side. You know how like people say they have a outer inner experience, because even though I've worked at the hospital 25 years, I'm not a nurse. So, but it was the more of trusting it was almost like God was pulling things in me that he had hidden out of me to give what he needed. It seems that I was like, okay, God, I don't know how I'm supposed to do this. So I was having to ask him and be leaning on him and say, I want this to be what you have, because I know that he has the plans for our lives, and he has a specific thing that he wants to do with this film. I truly believe. So it was interesting. It was interesting to be able to trust him in a different perspective. But I do believe, because I had to trust him through the process of me being an author. I do believe it helped, because it's kind of, I always say faith is like flexing your muscle, and the more you flex your muscle, the more stronger your muscle gets. So when you walk in areas that you don't know what you're gonna do, you built that muscle. And so because my muscle had been already being built, he could trust me with this assignment.
Absolutely. Trusting being with this assignment. Since you have been flexing your muscles and walking by faith, do you see yourself getting back on the trail of being back on the camera and doing another film?
Definitely. Definitely I do. I see my, because in some areas it came natural. Um and I believe that's something that God revealed, um because it's a lot of times we we limit ourselves by what we think we're supposed to do. And when we trust him, that's when we open the layout of what he really wants to do.
Absolutely. Um, Big question. How did your family feel about you now going from you've been working in the hospital, doing that for some time, you've been writing books. Now they're saying, okay, husband say, wife gone from behind the scenes, writing stuff. Now she's in front of the camera. How does your family feel about your actual debut on the big screen?
What the interesting thing is, my family is probably my foundation, and they think I could do anything. And they're like, sure, mom, you can do anything. And literally, I think I talked to them about it before I even accepted it, because it mattered to me of what they thought. And sometimes people that you trust see you going places that you don't see yourself. And so they were very supportive.
Absolutely. Final thought. What do you want people to get out of this film when they watch the letters of warning?
What I want people to get out this film is, well, first, I want them to come with the open mind. And then what I want them to get from it is that anybody could be Natalie. Anybody could help God be God. And in the midst of that, uh that if people got that, I believe we could see more miracles. I believe we could see more manifestation, because God's the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. So I hope that it stirs up the God in people, and also introduce people to Christ, so that this world will be better.
You heard it first live at the Logan Power Show. Ms. Guilford pretty much giving you the tools of how she's been flexing her faith, and now she's flexing to a whole nother level. The letters of warning coming to a theaters near you. I'm excited. Again, we're gonna see what Natalie does on the big screen as she's gonna show how it needs to be done to be a real nurse. Shout out to all the nurses out there across the nation
Yes.
and globe. Miss Q is representing y'all. So give her some encouragement, words of encouragement. For those that are
Amen.
watching, I want y'all to be encouraged today to understand this is that your faith is faith of the mustard. You can tell this mountain to be moved. So don't think you
Mm-hmm.
can't do it. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Hey,
Definitely.
I promise you, life never be the same. So all the time I got. My name is Calvin, the Logan Power Show, nationwide, worldwide. We love you. We'll see you soon.
By the way, my friend Michael had some dream about me being in a car accident, so you can add that to your prayer list too.
We're going to pray.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to have to pray about this. I know about this situation. ma'am.
Hello?
Ma'am, I know your daughter from college. Yes, ma'am. It's been a terrible accident.
What?
Are you looking for informative, powerful, entertaining, and honest discussion? We've got it for you. We are launching 4 powerful shows back to back, hosted by anointed voices. One message that can inform, edify, strengthen to soothe your soul. Enjoy Manna, Our Turn, Gift on Fire. So you thought you knew, beginning on Friday, July 14th, 2026, and every Friday starting at 8 a.m. on HBNTV, the voice of Jesus Christ. You will find faith, purpose, transformation. This is more than entertainment. It's an encounter. Download our apps and join us on July 14th, 2026. Be a part of what God is about to do. For program guide, please log on to hosannabroadcasting.com. Join us at the table.
Life can go by in a buzz. Okay, let me think. It was Monday. Yeah, Monday. I left the house and...
You're listening to 102.7.
Sometimes we make the wrong choices because of bad decisions. The most critical choice you can ever make is to give your life to the Lord while you have time.
Okay, we need to move quickly. Let's work as a team. And most importantly, pray.
It's the Logan Power Show. Inspirational and motivational. It's the Logan Power Show. Informational to help you grow. Logan Power Show.